Greetings, lovelies, and thank you for stopping by my channel today. What we're going to do is go over my favorite book, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is my favorite book from my favorite series. And I can't talk about this book without giving things away, so this will be a very rare spoiler book review. So A Court of Mist and Fury follows the events of Freya after she was made. She got killed and was reborn as a High Fae. And one of the main reasons why I love this book is because she falls into such a deep, dark, spiraling depression that as someone who does suffer from depression, I can relate to. I've been there. I've lost all the interest to eat, and everything that I've wanted to do I don't feel like doing anymore, and then I feel bad about it, and then I hate being with the people that I love because I feel like I don't deserve it. This is a very, at least to me, an accurate portrayal of depression. But what I love the most about it is that she comes back. Not by falling in love with somebody else, but being surrounded by people who try to understand you, who want you to be happy, but really don't make any other demands upon you. And what happens with Freya while she's in the Spring Court is she has to live with these traditions that she doesn't always agree with. She has to put on this mask, this face, be this person that she's not. Whereas when she decides to go to the Night Court with Rhys, they don't make any demands on it. They just want Freya to be Freya and her damaged, broken self, because they are all in turn damaged and broken. They embrace their broken nature and realize that it gave them some strength, and they still have their issues and their problems, but they're always there for her. So she eventually can come back, find her strength again that carried her through the first book, and find some measure of happiness before the shit hits the fan at the end. I love this book. There are certain chapters, of course, the infamous chapter 55, but there's another scene that I absolutely love, and it's when she's starting to realize that she may have some type of attraction to Rhysand, and they go under the mountain, and she's starting to feel alive for the first time. I love it because she's just, it's the first time we really sort of get to see her enjoy this other aspect of herself, this darker aspect, this I'm awake, I'm alive type of feeling. And that's, one of my favorites. And of all the characters that we're introduced to Rhys's inner circle, and that includes Mor, his third, Armin, his second, and Cassian and Azriel, the generals and spy master of his armies. And these are all just interesting characters. Mor comes from the Court of Nightmares, and she went through an experience much like Freya and got out alive. Az was abused by his family members because he was a bastard. Cassian was a bastard but incredibly strong. And Armin is a creature from another world trapped in a different body. I mean, come on! Sarah J. Maas is who I wanted to be when I grew up as a writer. This whole series as a whole deals with very complex issues of depression and identity and racism. Sarah writes this in first person, so we only ever see it from Freya's perspective, but we also can sort of understand what's going on through the other characters' minds and their motivations. There is a third and fourth book in this series where it finishes the story arc, but Sarah has promised to continue with it because she does enjoy writing it. And there are millions of other reasons why I love The Court of Mist and Fury, and I really just don't have the time to go into it all. The only thing I can recommend to you is go to your local bookstore, go to your local library, find it, read it, and check it out for yourself. This book is my favorite because it deals with a lot of issues that I have myself, and I cling to it and I keep running back to it, especially when I'm going through a downward spiral or I realize I'm slipping into a depressive episode, because it's a character that I can cling to and see she can do it and I can draw strength from that. And that's why, to me, it's my favorite and will forever have a place on my shelf, and I am constantly recommending it to everybody. So check it out. If you've read it, let me know, comment down below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Who's your favorite character? Who do you ship with who? Is it your favorite in the series, or do you have another? I love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are below. And I realized I forgot to do this in my other videos because I am learning how to do this AuthorTube thing. The link also below for my newest book, Time of Prophecy, which is a kind of climactic end to my Lost Guardian trilogy. So check that out. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks.